Australia will manage bilateral relations with Solomon Islands due to a developing issue on Chinese military presence on the islands.
Prime Minister Scott Morrison said Thursday Australia needed to be, quote, calm and composed, unquote, in dealing with the Solomons. He also said Australia remained the Solomons' preferred security partner. Australia already has a bilateral security pact with the Solomons, and Australian police peacekeepers have been in the capital, Honiara, since riots in November. But U.S. and Australia have told the Solomons that a Chinese military presence than 2,000 kilometers off the northeast Australian coast would not be tolerated.
I think what we need to be conscious of is we need to be calm and composed when we deal with these issues that arise. Prime Minister Sogavare has entered into a secret arrangement with the Chinese government. He has done that with a number of his cabinet ministers. That did not come as a surprise to our government, and so now we just work responsibly with our partners to manage that situation, to of course first protect the security interests of Australia, but also of the Solomon Islands.
The U.S. Federal Reserve intensified its drive to curb the worst inflation in 40 years by raising its benchmark short-term interest rate by a sizable half percentage point.
The half-point hike in the Fed's key rate, its largest since 2000, raised it to a range of 0.75% to 1%, the highest point since the pandemic struck 2 years ago. The Fed will likely follow Wednesday's move with the fastest pace of hikes in 30 years. The Fed also announced on Wednesday that it will start reducing its huge $9 trillion balance sheet, which consists mainly of Treasury and mortgage bonds. Reducing the Fed's holdings will have the effect of further raising loan costs throughout the economy.
From the standpoint of our congressional mandate to promote maximum employment and price stability, the current picture is plain to see. The labor market is extremely tight and inflation is much too high. Against this backdrop, today the FOMC raised its policy interest rate by a half percentage point and anticipates that ongoing increases in the target rate for the federal funds rate will be appropriate. In addition, we are beginning the process of significantly reducing the size of our balance sheet. We are on a path to move our policy rate expeditiously to more normal levels, assuming that economic and financial conditions evolve in line with expectations. There is a broad sense on the committee that additional 50 basis point increases should be on the table at the next couple of meetings.